Hey YouTube, Freddy here. Today we're going to take down an Ed Brown Kobra Carry and let's get started. Grip screws I've loosened up. And this is a 4 1/4 inch barrel, 1911. Make sure that it's empty, which it is. Take these grip panels off, magazine out. And the first thing we'll do is we will remove the slide from the gun. I'll put the gun on safe. And take pressure off of the spring here. Which will allow us to put the barrel or the slide in a position where we can remove that disconnect, or the slide stop rather. We'll push that little button on the other side of the gun. Take that slide stop out, and then we can remove the slide from the top of the weapon. Once the slide is off, we can remove the spring and the guide rod. And with the barrel link forward, we can remove the barrel and the lug all at the same time, right out of the weapon. The remainder of the disassembly of the slide would remove the firing pin, the extractor, and the firing pin stop. For that, we will take a punch, depress the firing pin enough to get that firing pin stop started on the out position. Cover it up with our finger so it doesn't fly across the room, and remove the firing pin stop, firing pin and its spring, and the extractor. Now this extractor takes very little pressure on this particular gun, which is why I'm using the frame as a fulcrum. Normally I wouldn't do that for fear of scratching it. And the extractor is out, and that slide is completely disassembled. For the remainder of disassembly, we're going to start with taking the thumb safety out of the weapon. This is the leg of the thumb safety here, and we're going to require us taking the thumb safety and putting it somewhere between the on and the off position, and wiggling it until that comes out. After the thumb safety comes out, we can remove the contents of the plunger tube. And now we have the thumb safety out, and to free up the grip safety, we'll have to take out the mainspring housing. Removal of the mainspring housing is going to involve a little armorer's block that I've created. It has a recess to catch that pin. And we'll go ahead and knock that out of the weapon. See the pin, pull it out the remainder of the way. And I've actually forgotten to do something. You want to make sure that your hammer is forward so that you're taking all of the tension, or as much of the tension as you can, off of that main spring, which will allow that pin to come out more easily. Okay, once that pin is out, we can go ahead and remove the mainspring housing. That beautiful Ed Brown snakeskin treatment, just like the front strap. Okay, then the sear spring will come out, and the grip safety can now be removed, having been held in by the safety, the thumb safety. And then all that remains is the hammer and the sear and the disconnect. These pins hold those in. These are not driven pins, or they're just held captive by the grip of the gun and by the thumb safety. One pin, two pin. That'll allow you to remove the hammer. And then the sear and the disconnect will simply come out. And there it is. That's a completely disassembled Kobra Carry, except for the trigger and the magazine catch. Magazine catch comes out by depressing it from one side and rotating that screw just a quarter of a turn. That will allow that whole unit to come out in one piece, which will allow the trigger to come out. And there it is, completely disassembled. Hope this video was useful, and stay tuned and we'll have a video putting it back together shortly.